Hello Anna and welcome. Well, so I just wanted to do a very quick video to give you some strategic feedbacks on your landing, on your page, on your opt-in page. So I did go through it, and there are some notes that I have made, and I would definitely love to share that with you. So let's get started, shall we? All right. So here's a snapshot of your landing, of your page, and this is like just the first part that I've sort of taken a snapshot on. Now I'm going to talk, so just take you through it point by point. The first thing is your heading. So your heading goes, Anna's Nutrition is looking for 10 women for mindful transformation program. So what I wanted to say about this is that it is an attempt to create urgency way too soon. The fact that you're saying that you're looking for 10 women. I mean, right now I'm not very clear what the mindful mindful transformation program really is. So what I would suggest to you is that try and sell the idea of the program first before you actually create an urgency, right? Until I'm convinced about what I am investing in or what I'm raising my hand for, I'm not going to do that, even if, you're saying, hurry, 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 we're running out of time, right? I need to be very sure what I am raising my hand for, right? Then when you say registered nutritionist and women's weight loss specialist. So again, I just wanted to highlight here that your own introduction is too short to really make a point, right? So I understand that you may be directing traffic which is actually very, very familiar with you, so their buyer temperature may be really high, and I completely appreciate that fact. But what I would still suggest to you is that position yourself a lot more authoritatively than you are currently doing, right? And do not only feature an incomplete statement here, which just, I mean, so my instant question is, okay, you may be a registered nutritionist, but what's in it for me, right? How is it really helping me? So that's how your introduction should be, that it should really tell your audience what is it in there for them, right? Even though it is your introduction, remember, it's not just your introduction, right? Okay, so apply for your free transformation call today to see if you're suitable for our program 10 spaces available in September. So what I would really like you to do here is give reason why are only 10 spaces available. People love reasoning. So use the power word because, and tell them, right? And again, I would say that you're closing doors on them, right? By limiting people, since this is your opt-in, by limiting people, you are actually sort of just kind of saying no, stay away, right? You ideally, what you want to do is that it's good to create urgency, but don't create it unless they are sold on the program. And secondly, create it in a way that they are convinced that it's a genuine urgency, right? So that's what you really want to do here. I'm going to give you more suggestions, so let's move forward here. Well, so you start off with saying, now you had multiple headlines here, so I just choose to ignore that for a bit. Are you ready to ditch the diets one final time? So that's how you start off. So I've read through this whole thing, so I'm not going to go over it again. A few things that I wanted to highlight when you say live in a food-free world. Now that's clearly not very aspiring, because not very inspiring, right? Because why would someone sort of want to live in a food-free world, right? So I thought they love food, right? So that's not something which will really resonate with them. That's what I believe, right? Then when you say, learn how to prepare and put together simple healthy meals, that's fine. Learn the mindful eating technique, which not only helps you lose weight, but also manage your new weight when you get there. This technique is very simple and powerful. So what you must understand here is that people don't want to learn techniques, right? Learning techniques is something which people don't really want. They're bothered about the results. They want to get the end results really. So how does this technique really promise them the result that they want to get to is what the focus should be really on, right? So that's what it is. What's it like working with me? So what I would really like you to do here is, let's assume that no one really watches your video. Then what? Well, they don't have time, or they just don't want to press the play button, or they don't watch the video. Then what? Can you make sure that the heading is written in a way that they just get a gist of what's covered in those videos? What's that one powerful thing that one of the two people said, which is really motivating, which definitely slams the point home, and you feature that as your headline, right? Quote unquote. Well, this is what one of the one of these two people said, and it's just so powerful. So that's how you would like to really start off your testimonial. Start off the point where you're actually giving them proof rather than saying, what's it like to work with me, and now you find out yourself. No, give it to them. I was trying diets for a decade, nothing worked for me until this happened, and this one did. So just start off with a nice story to get people riveted to it, right? Now, moving forward, what's included in the program? Now, you say that really late. Yes, this comes very late into the pitch. This is not the place to really talk about what's included in the program because you're approaching the end, right? I mean, so you should have ideally included it before this. I'll give you the exact sequence of your content so that you're very clear about how you should actually sequence it, and so that it actually makes a nice pitch, and it's not like a bunch of facts being thrown at them. Alright, so let us look at my suggestion. So here we go. So we can start off by saying, struggling with following and keeping up with your diets? Is your busy city life taking a toll on your health? Right? So what we're doing here is that we're actually getting them to give you subtle nods and sort of raise their hand and say, yes, that's true for me. I'm actually struggling with following and keeping up with diets, right? So instead of saying that Anna's nutrition program is looking for 10 people, we actually start off by really resonating with them, right? And the fact that you told me your ideal audience is women, professional women who are actually, who are dealing with a very hectic life, and they also want to be able to lose and maintain their weight, right? So you instantly speak to them, show them the mirror, and make them raise their hand and say, yes, that's me. And then you start off with your introduction. So I'm going to show you how you can position yourself really authoritatively. So you then say, it doesn't have to be so hard. I'm Anna, a UK-based certified nutritionist, and I've helped hundreds of young and busy professional women achieve their weight loss goals in record time frames. So that is what your USP is. That's how you're going to introduce yourself, right? The fact who you help and how you help them, right? And then when I asked you your USP, you said, well, it's the fact that you have customized diet plans for everyone, but I think which is true for every other nutritionist. But what is your USP in real is the fact that you have a 24/7 community, which is great. So community is your big trigger, right? My 24/7 community helps you make strategic lifestyle changes so that no slips or mistakes can set you on the path to weight gain again. So what I'm trying to hint at with this is the fact that, we all take up diets, right? But it's that one slip, that one mistake, that one piece of cake that goes into your mouth, or that one pizza which got ordered in the office and you also happen to take a bit of it, and then you're like, what the hell? I already had some pizzas and cakes, but let me just, go back to what I was doing, chuck the diet. So those are the things which actually put you off track. And that's what you're here to prevent. That's what exactly this community prevents. And it sort of pushes you back and sort of nudges you back so you're on the track and you're not off it. You would be off for a day, you would be off for 1 meal, 2 meals, but not forever, right? So that's what this community is here to prevent. Does that sound like you? And then you sort of resonate with them, right? You have been going from one diet to the other with no results to show for it. The diet recipes you tried in the past were a big roadblock in following those diets for you. So that's again one of your USPs, the fact that your recipes are simple. That's what I learned, right? You are tired of counting every morsel that goes into your mouth and hate to let the weighing scale decide your mood for the day. So you go into the details and really resonate with them, really make them say, yes, that is so true for me. That's what you want to feature here, right? If that rings true for you, then you are the right fit for Mindful Transformation Program. So instead of saying that, leave your details here and see if you are the right fit, you tell them that, well, you are. If that rings, so that's the purpose of a strategic copy, right? People who are the right fits, they should get on the other side, on your side of the fence automatically just by reading that piece of copy instead of having to find out later, because that's not an information gap that they really desire to fill. So don't create that. Tell them that you are the right fit authoritatively. Slay the cravings, lose fat sustainably, and fit into that dress you always wanted. So do you see what we're doing? We're pressing the desire trigger. We're telling them that, well, fit into that dress. This is exactly what they want. This is exactly what their end goal is, right? That's the manifestation of a dream come true. this community-based mindful diet program is only open to the first 10 people who apply in September. So we're being very clear about it, right? We're saying that first 10 people who apply, right? And then we're using the power word because. We're using the power of reasoning by saying, because we offer complete guidance and personal attention to our exclusive community members. So which is why it is only open to just 10 people, because we offer complete guidance and personal attention to our exclusive member community. So now I really want to get inside. Now I really want to get to the other side of it. And finally, reserve your spot now. What you must notice is that we do not have the call to action button till we're very sure that they are now ready to click it. They are now ready to take the next action, right? So unless you are very, very sure that you have made your point, you've given them enough information, you've aroused their desire, you've given them what they require to actually be able to take the action, do not feature the CTA. So now here's the sequence that you want to follow. You want to, after you've actually built the case, you want to talk about what you get inside the program. So you make the promise, talk about what's included. So I see that you have those bullet points. You could make them a lot more powerful by putting the spotlight on what they really get, what are the results that they get with the program. And then when you position the community, well, position it a lot more authoritatively, really appeal to their primal desires. I'll show you how with the small snippet of content. So you start off by saying, meet your fellow community members who were exactly in your situation a few months back. They have achieved phenomenal results now. So that's how you want to really introduce it to them. The fact that, they were exactly in the same situation a few months back as they are today. And well, you want to tell them there's a community of achievers, of doers, of performers, right? They are now inside to push you, challenge you, and keep you motivated to achieve results just like them. So you fortify their reasons, you strengthen the reasons why they should really reserve their spot. So that makes for a very powerful pitch for you. So after you've really, painted the picture, after you've really shown them why they should really jump on board, you strengthen the case so that they actually do not leave your copy, do not leave your page without clicking the button. So that's from me. If you need any more strategic advice, suggestions, you have my email ID and I'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much for joining me and hope you enjoyed, hope it was insightful, and I hope you learned a lot. Thank you.